And you're still watching Prime Morning. Today's Friday, but we are not going to do the usual Friday news flash segment. But getting to the latter part, we'll definitely get you all involved because you mean so much to us. So don't forget that during the latter part, we'll activate the Zoom and you can join us. My name is Roslyn Felly, and this segment is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still and still phone papa PFE. Whatever gadgets you're looking for, whether mobile phones, television sets, CCTV cameras, we say worry no more. We've got you covered. You can actually download the app on your phone to make things very simple. So you download the app, which is the Franco Trading app, and then you can purchase any item of your choice and trust us to deliver to you at your doorstep. With Franco Trading Enterprise, of course, you know it's still phone papa PFE. For further inquiries, you can actually get us on our website, which is www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, like I said earlier, phone papa PFE. Now, yesterday, there was picketing at the EOCO office, and this picketing lasted for 3 hours. Now, the minority in Parliament petitioned the Parliament, the Speaker of Parliament, to speak on their behalf, but unfortunately, it didn't go the way they were hoping it would. Hence, they boycotted Parliament and made their way to EOCO head office to protest because their own party chairman for the Ashanti region, Chairman Wontumi, has been detained. Now, he has been told that he's going to be granted 50 million Ghana cedis bail. But of course, the minority is saying it's an outrageous amount. And so they are hoping that the EOCO will reduce that amount and Chairman Wontumi will be out again. We also heard 2 days ago that when Chairman Wontumi was arrested, he actually fell sick. And so the party members decided to go from hospital to hospital to look for him, but they didn't find him. Now, as of now, they still don't know if he's in the hospital or he's behind bars. Definitely, we know that he's being detained, and the bill is 50 million Ghana cedis. But minority says that that's too outrageous, and so it should be brought down and it should be reasonable. That will be our conversation this morning. And so when you join us on Zoom later, trust that you speak to that particular issue, and you have 1 minute to speak to that issue. We'll also have guests joining us this morning for us to delve deeper into this conversation. We'll have NPP, we'll have NDC, and we'll have a political analyst as well join us for us to delve deep into it. Let me do the newspapers for now, and then we can start our conversation. But you can send your messages to us. Today we'll read a few messages too. So right now, if you're watching us and you want to send your messages, you can do so on 055 157 5757, 055 157 5757. Maybe right after the newspapers, I will read a few messages and then we can delve into the conversation. We'll also take a few footages and see what happened yesterday. So I'll start with the Daily Gist newspaper, the Daily Gist. 2028 NPP presidential race, Brian blows hot and cold. Now, yesterday we got to know that he wants to contest to become the flag bearer of the NPP. Good luck to him. Okatechie strips ex-lover naked. Now, yesterday, another thing during trends I heard Esiedwa talk about was this woman who was appointed to the NHIS board, and she's called Sandra Dali or Sandy Dali or Sunny Dali. I think that's the name. And Dali, and Sunny Dali. Okay, and Dali. All right. So, Ansansa Dali, pardon me. All right. So, we know that Okatechie did an expose on her, and it came out that she is not a medical doctor like she claimed to be. And so she's been taken off the board. Wow. She's trending, though. Anyway, minority boycotts Parliament over Wontumi's 50 million Ghana cedis bill. This is our main conversation for this morning. Visa fraud rocks Sports Ministry in London game. The Inquisitor newspaper is the next newspaper. The Inquisitor. NPP flag bearership race. Brian is confused, is he? Are you sure he is? Well, we'll get to know definitely. Opuman taunts Smarty, Wontumi. Africa must own its gas future, and Nick Danso sweeps 3 awards at CEO Summit. The next newspaper is the Publisher newspaper, the New Publisher newspaper, the New Publisher. EOCO bosses snub minority as they protest 50 million Ghana cedis Wontumi bail term. Ato Forson is returning officer for AFDB presidential elections won by Dr. Sidi Old tar. Abujinapo, U.S. Embassy closure and embarrassment to Ghana. And NEIP, a Jumara program, partners financial institutions. That'll be it for the new publisher newspaper. The next newspaper is a new trust. The new trust. It looks like most of the newspapers are now new. So do we have olds? I don't think so. Well, that's just by the way. Attempts to remove Chief Justice premeditated upon Nkrumah declares. MFWA holds 2-day training on illicit financial flows, progressive taxation for journalists in Ghana. Stop politicization of NALAG. Vice chairman of NALAG urges politicians. Minority MPs walk out of parliament over harsh bail conditions for chairman Wontumi. And Brian Champon forms exploratory committee ahead of NPP flag bearer slot. That'll be it for the New Trust newspaper. The next newspaper is the Ghanaian Publisher newspaper. The Ghanaian Publisher, Ibrahim Mahama slaps Bright Simmons with 10 million Ghana cedis suit. Wow, that's a lot, though. Minority charges on Ablakwa over embassy closure. Afenyo Marking slams Wontumi's bail conditions. And Dr. Nick Danso sweeps triple awards at CEO Summit. The final newspaper is the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Now, as I read the Ghanaian Times newspaper, I said I will take footage of what happened yesterday, and then we will also read your messages. So you can send your messages to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. The Ghanaian Times newspaper. Tighten food labeling laws to protect public health. This is from Professor Amuna, and I do agree with Professor Amuna on this one. Ghanaians demand stronger action against corruption. CDD says so. So, okay, if Ghanaians are demanding this, then some way, somehow, somebody will say EOCO is in the right. Are you as a Ghanaian demanding stricter actions? If you are, send your messages to us, because I want to know, are you happy with what is happening? Or you think that, you know, this is something that is just not right for the government to do or EOCO to do? Let's even talk about EOCO doing it, because they have said that they are clamping down on corruption. And when we look at the kind of charges that have been given to Chairman Wontumi, there's fraud, there's money laundering and other things. Now, talking about that, it actually boils down to corruption. And so if they are giving him 50 million Ghana cedis bill, is it worth it? Or is actually just because he's a politician and he belongs to the opposition party, and so he has been witch-hunted? Let's hear from you on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Government committed to removing barriers to girls' education. This is from the Vice President. That'll be it for the Ghanaian Times. But let me see if there are some stories on the back page. Okay. Azar Payne supports RMU's Face the Left project, and the Bono Region Lands Commission Board inaugurated. Nice, congratulations to them. I did mention earlier that we'll take some footages of what happened yesterday when the minority in Parliament decided to picket the EOCO office because of the bill that's been granted to Chairman Wontumi, who is the party chairman for the Ashanti region, on behalf of the NPP. Let's take a look at it.
In a show of defiance and solidarity, minority members of parliament abandoned the business of the House and marched through the streets to the EOCO headquarters. The protest follows the arrest and detention of Chairman Wontumi, who was picked up by EOCO after reporting to the CID. He faces allegations of causing financial loss to the state. Though he was granted bail of 50 million cedis with 2 sureties, both to be justified, he remains in custody, unable to meet the full conditions.
With all I will and fight forevermore. And have my stories is my precious. With all I will and fight forevermore.
Second Deputy Minority Chief Whip, Jerry Ahmed Shaib, questioned the legality of keeping Wontumi in custody beyond 48 hours.
We are not against accountability. What we are against is the breaches. How do you keep someone under custody for more than 48 hours without allowing the person to go through due process. Why would we want to do this? Why is it persecution or prosecution? What is it that we are looking for as a unit, as Ghana? Are we thinking of proper governance, or we are just thinking of going after people? The disregard for Article 14, the disregard for Article 296, it's just worrisome, and we need to step up now.
The MPs arrived at EOCO headquarters hoping to be heard, but the agency's gates remained shut. No official came forward.
Well, we are making that arrangement through you, because from Parliament we came here. So far, nobody has made himself available. Yes, that's what I'm talking to. Yes, please. Grateful. Yes, sir.
Oh, I just see the MPs sitting on the floor as part of the grievances.
What followed was a rare sight. Elected lawmakers sitting on the road, staging a silent civil protest. A gesture, they say, speaks to the urgency and injustice of the moment.
Headquarters, in a Rambo style, he's arrested. You interrogate him, he makes himself available. Your next thing is that go and bring title property worth 50 million cedis. What kind of country are we in? Have they looked at the constitution? They should vary the bill term. The man is unwell. He's in their custody. They know.
But the standoff continued with no audience granted by EOCO. As tensions cement on the road, so did emotions in a growing crowd nearby.
Now I came to observe things. And this was making a blind argument, because they've given the person back to his lawyer, they've given him bail. This is witch hunting. It's not right. What is not right? This is raw witch hunting. You understand me? Because all of us are in Ghana. Wontumi hasn't been given any government appointment.
But not everyone shared that view. Some felt the minorities' walkout was unnecessary drama.
This is politics. It's not law, it's politics. And that is why we have to draw their attention to it, that this is unacceptable. They are using the coercive power of the state in an attempt to intimidate political opponents.
As the sun beat down on the protesting MPs, it became clear this was more than a legal battle. It had become a political standoff. Chairman Wontumi remains behind bars, and the minority says Parliament will remain empty of their voices until he is released or his bail conditions are eased.
Those in charge must be professional. What is happening to Wontumi can happen to me today, tomorrow. It can happen to my respected senior here, tomorrow. My mother here. Enough is enough. We are not just going to walk away. We are not just going to walk away. We'll be here.
As night falls, Chairman Wontumi remains locked up and the minority is digging in for a prolonged battle, vowing not to return until they are heard and the original chairman walks free.
What happened to Mr. Bernard EOCO, known as Chairman Wontumi, is nothing short of a national disgrace. It is a stain on our conscience and a threat to every citizen who still believes that Ghana is a land governed by laws. This was not an arrest. It was a clear ambush. It was a calculated display of brute force.
Tonight, the standoff continues. EOCO is yet to publicly respond to the minority's demands, but Chairman Wontumi's arrest has lit a political wrath, one that could burn for days if he's unable to meet the bail conditions or secure a variation from EOCO.
So this is what took place at the EOCO head office yesterday. Now, talking about that, the minority has vowed that they will not have their voices heard in Parliament. And so as of now, they will still go back to EOCO head office. Now, this lasted for 3 hours, and they are going back again today to make sure that the bill is reduced. You can send your messages to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Do you agree with the minority with the case where Chairman Wontumi has been granted 50 million Ghana cedis bill, and the minority is saying that it's too much and it should be reduced, or you think that bill is worth it? I'm going to read a few comments that have come in right now. I did promise you earlier that today the comments will be read a bit earlier than usual. And so comments that have come in. All right, so the very first comment coming in this morning. So Afenyo and Anodompre and Co. ran back home to sleep comfortably on their beds after stating on the floor of Parliament that the mighty minority are going to sleep at EOCO with Wontumi in support. But after sitting in the middle of the road to create discomfort for Ghanaians for just 4 hours, they deserted Wontumi to his fate. What a shame. Patrick from Accra. Good morning. I was really sad about what happened yesterday. I was thinking that are these not the lawmakers we voted for? If they are doing this, what about us, the youth? Nab, today you join us via Zoom, okay? You join us via Zoom as well. Says that, good morning, Rosalind. The NDC should know that power is transient. The way they are treating Wontumi and the other NPP appointees are really unfair. We are in a democratic society and things like these should not be entertained in the modern dispensation. Free Wontumi now. Anyway, special greetings to Abanga Yakubu Fusaini, aka NPP Abanga Obiabedi Peche, NPP National Youth Organizer, hopeful Nana Ikuamwa Boating, Ablekuma Central. Nana, thank you so much for sending your message to us. All right, so let me see this one. Okay, so good morning, Joy Prime. I'm sure you know that it's all about politics. Let's show Wontumi where power lies. How can you keep somebody like Wontumi over 48 hours without taking him to court as the laws require? Well said. Okay, so Rosalind, beautiful Rosalind. Oh, so the minority left and went home. It's so disappointing. Lucas from Koforidia. Lucas, they'll be back again today because they are fighting for their very own. And as people want to say. But you know, once you are one big family, you ought to fight for your family member. And so minority will be back at the EOCO office today to fight for Chairman Wontumi. Musa Abatwa in Asawase says, it's truly shocking to witness the lawless behavior of the micro-minority protesting for Chairman Wontumi's release when it's clear he has failed to meet his bail conditions. Where were these same voices when Gregory Afoko, despite satisfying his bail conditions, was unjustly kept behind bars for 4 years under their own administration? The hypocrisy is deafening. They cry foul today, forgetting how they trampled on justice yesterday. Ghana deserves better than this selective outrage and double standards, okay? All right, so I think he continues to say NDC shouldn't forget that they will never hold on to power forever. All right, thank you so much. Now you can also send your messages to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Let's hear what you think about what is happening with regards to Chairman Wontumi. It's all of us. We all have to speak about it. If you are happy about it, speak about it. If you're not happy about it, let us hear your voice this morning. Send it to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. We've been joined by Honorable Ebenezer Nate, who represents the NPP, and I don't know if he was part of the persons that picketed at the EOCO office yesterday, or he's going to be a part of it today. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Rosalind. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
By God's grace.
We thank
Sheila that's prevented me from sleeping today.
Yeah, we had to. But you are not even going to sleep. Yesterday, did you sleep?
Oh, yes. Why? Why shouldn't I? No, why shouldn't I?
I mean, your party chairman for the Ashanti region is behind bars. He's been detained.
Yeah.
And, you know, as the mighty minority in Parliament went to picket the EOCO office yesterday. You said you won't sleep until he's been granted that bail and taken out of the place. So how come you slept?
I've been, with the exception of yesterday, since he was arrested, I'm always there.
Okay. Oh, right.
Yes.
Every day?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
The
Okay.
exception of yesterday. Now, yesterday, I was locked up in a meeting from morning till about 8 p.m. And then I continued another meeting around 8:30 to probably around 11. So I got home very late.
Okay.
Yes. And it's all part of party's work and other plans that some of us want to undertake in respect of certain trending issues also in this country that we believe that the law need to take its course. And so I was in the meeting with some colleagues of mine and our lawyers, to sue one of the TV stations in this country for presenting a fake person to come and educate Ghanaians of something she has no knowledge about it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. It's not multimedia, is it? Because we do due diligence all the time.
Yeah, so if it's not your station, wherever station the person is working for, we are preparing to sue the station.
Okay.
Because it is time that we are looking at the number of people who have passed away because of the involvement of the TV station, allowing such a person to come and sit there to educate. So maybe people have lost their life because they have listened to her. Probably they have done something that she has advised them to do that has cost them their lives.
Right.
Apparently, it's how do you call it? Yesterday, somebody was telling me that maybe she is a fetish priest.
A fetish priest?
Yes. Or it can be a native doctor.
Okay.
Or it can be a veterinary doctor.
She still needs a certificate to practice?
Yes. Yeah, so when you get to the court, then she will tell her the kind of certificate that she owns, that she portrayed, or maybe demonstrate to the people that this is the kind of person she is.
Okay.
And what work did the station did to allow her to come and sit on their station and be talking to Ghanaians.
Right, okay. Talking about that, now let's delve deeper into the minority not too happy with the kind of bill that is being granted Chairman Wontumi. 50 million Ghana cedis. You're saying it's outrageous.
Let me say good morning to our viewers. To me, I don't see this as something that the government really want to find solution to whatever allegation that has been leveled against him. I see it as a political motivated agenda. It's an agenda.
Why do you say this?
You see, you accuse somebody of embezzle funds, that a contract has been given to him. But all this started from Imani and other civil society organizations. That's why I keep on saying, look, those so-called civil society organizations, I don't give respect to any of them because they are all political animals. They just put on name, but they're all political animals. That's Wontumi and his company, Akunta Mining, are mining in the forest reserve, and they have no license in respect of that. In fact, they started during our time, where the Minister of Lands and Forestry at that time, Abu Janapo, came out to say that, yes, Wontumi, his company, Akunta Mining, have no license in that respect of mining in the forest reserve. He came out to say that, yes, I'm not mining in wherever forest that you are talking about. In as much that I have put in applications, I'm not mining in that site. Came into power, NDC. Some people claim they are civil society organization that they think so well about this country. These same people, when MPP was in government, wrote to all the presidential candidates to sign undertaking that if in case any of them wins, they will make sure that our forest reserve or Galamsey is being banned. Today, these same people that they were talking about have been given appointments. But there's undertaking that they took to all the presidential candidates at that time. Now they have kept it under their pillow.
But talking about this, we know that it wasn't just these bodies that made noise about the Akunta Mining issue. Erastus Asari Donko, who is a part of multimedia, who is always on the grounds to fight Galamsey, made us aware that there were certain bodies, water bodies, forest reserves, that Akunta Mining did not have license to, but was mining in there.
Fine. So CID invited him. He went to the CID with his lawyers. The next day, he was asked to come and report at 3 o'clock. He went there to report. Just after he left the office, came to his car, he was surrounded by 4 pickups.
EOCO.
From EOCO. You see, we are living in a country whereby, for me, I think this MPP NDC issue, if care is not taken, will not go anywhere in this country. And it's a fact. Because, look, I was talking to some people yesterday, and a friend said, Honorable, Eben, I'm happy about what is going on now. Because if the table turned tomorrow, it will be worse of what they are doing. In fact, somebody have even told me that, look, if election is held today, and by God's grace, MPP wins, he will not wait for on the 7th of this, January 2029 for the president to be sworn in. Wherever he or she have targeted to go and sit, the next day, he will start the person from there. Which, to me, I think it is not right. But it's because of what is happening today. So if we have arrested a person...
Could it also be because of what happened yesterday, and it has, transitioned
not only yesterday,
to today, and it's now happening,
Not only yesterday. It started since the assumption of this government. In the name of aura, jumping from people's room, people's bedroom, and what have you. Look at what happened to Kenoferate's house. The lawlessness in this country, everybody is doing whatever he or she thinks. Meanwhile, we have somebody who claims it's a medical doctor to the president. Apparently, he's having a fake one. That's why he couldn't even talk about it. What did Adeta Kumi said? He said, you have appointed a certain group of people to investigate a matter. I have seen a conversation between the petition and then the judges and some committee members. So based on that, I'm giving you a petition. Put those people out. He was arrested. At dawn, 4 a.m.
Was he invited or he was arrested?
Is that how to arrest? That's
I'm just
how to invite.
a question.
If you want to, Rosalie, you are having a program, you want to invite me. Oh, just as Sheila did yesterday. Honorable, can we get you tomorrow? It's an invitation. But if you didn't bring your cameras and all those, you come and pull me from my house to come and sit here. So if you are inviting somebody and you try that, let's bring all our how do you call it? Guns and all the people with masks and all those things.
They were not armed.
Who said they were not armed?
Were they?
Yes. Yes. And you ask yourself, what is the sense and what is going on?
The people that picked Adenta Kumi were armed?
Yes.
Okay.
So you ask yourself, what is the sense in what is happening? You send the person to EOCO. You have cautioned the person. You said you have given him a bail. In fact, when I was coming, I was listening to an NDC MP for Kwesi meeting. And I was like, in as much that he is an NDC person, he thinks that this is too much. That's 50 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties. And if the person has not met the bail conditions, you kept the person there. And I'm told, in fact, the very day I went there, I was told that he's still there and he's not feeling well. So I learned around 10, 11 p.m. He was rushed
to the hospital.
Which hospital too were not being told. Later, we also have people, and they think that because they are in government, everybody have people in your office here. I know the MDC people here and I know the MPP people here, so I also get my information. Even in your church, I know the NDC and I know the MPP people there. No, I'm just giving you an example about, now that's how our country has gotten to. Now everything in this country is about politics.
Political, yeah.
Everything. Even Chief Tensi is a problem. I was just talking to a colleague of yours and I was just asking him, I'm just praying that, like Mampong, that we have lost a very prominent chief. It will not be as it used to be. I was like, it will not be like that because for them, the way strategies are being put in place. But now, in this country, everything
is political.
I was just telling a friend that, look, and now, even if you are going to get married, after the lady's father or the mother has given you a list, then the father will ask you your political affiliation before he gives the daughter to you to marry. That's the extent at which we have gotten to in this country. That you want to marry my daughter, Rosalind. Okay, fine. You have brought all these things. Are you NDC or you are MPP? You say, me, I am MPP. I say, okay, fine, I can't give Rosalind to you because one of my requirements is that you have to be NDC or you have to be MP. That's the state in which we are finding ourselves today. For me, I think that what is happening today, it is not good. If it was not good then, today, it is not good. And if we don't desist from it, it will be a problem for us as a country. Then later they said, oh, one of the accusations is that he has been given some contract at Cocoa Board, and he has not executed the contracts. And therefore, they have invited him. We invited him. The person presented all relevant documents as to whether indeed he have a contract and the terms and everything. But we're in this country. You see, sometimes we'll be pushed the wall to make references. We're in this country. When somebody issues 40 checks to GRA, 40, 40, all the checks bounce. What happened to the person? We're in this country. Somebody went to a bank to borrow money. He couldn't pay. Later, the bank changed the name, and the same person who could not pay the loan was able to acquire the same bank. That's a country that we find ourselves. And we felt that all these things, we can just do it because of political motivation. Look, it will not end today because people are in pain about what is happening today. So even if somebody have done something that it is not even needs to be dealt with, because of what has happened today, I can tell you, it will be extremely difficult that when a table turns, you can advise people. But one thing that I am so surprised...
I want to find out from you. I mean, do you think the NDC is fighting corruption in this case?
I don't see them fighting corruption in this case. I'm just seeing a political motivation for them to let Ghanaians know that we are fighting corruption. They are not fighting corruption.
How much grant do you think will be a fair one for Chairman Wontumi?
For me, if you tell him that 1 million, 2 million...
That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because the person have companies in this country. The person have a lot of properties in this country. So where will he run to? Now, as I'm speaking, in fact, I heard him, I think 2 days ago, I think on your status at Sempa, that they have froze all his accounts, both company and private, personal accounts. I mean, what is the sense in it? So if we can do this, you can freeze all his accounts. You just ask him to submit all his companies, certificates, or maybe property that he have. He'd be in the possession of the government.
But there's a case whereby we have a lot of Ghanaians saying that the NDC campaigned on the ticket of fighting corruption, and so if they are here, they have to fight corruption. Now, we take a look at even what CDD is saying. Ghanaians demand stronger action against corruption. This is from CDD. And talking about that, Chairman Wontumi has been fined with regards to fraud and also money laundering, aside other things. Now, if Ghanaians are really asking for stronger action against corruption, then this is a step in the right direction.
So if we are asking, I'm not against we fighting corruption. I am absolutely in support of it, because the kind of money that goes through people's hand with work not being done, the kind of money that goes in through ministries, departments, and agencies without work being done, I always of the view that, look, it is costing this country. And we spend the kind of money that goes out is more than the money that we always go to seek from IMF. So that means we have the money here. But it's because of the corruption that we find ourselves in this country. So for me, I am not against it. But I am against the way and manner we treat politicians or politically inclined people, all because of... Look, if care is not taken, we'll do this thing, NDC, MPP, then the substance of it, if indeed there's any iota of truth of what they are doing, we'll lose the substance of it.
If he were to be an ordinary person and not affiliated to any political party, would it have been okay to actually ask for that amount of money as bail?
Everybody in this country, so far as the person is a Ghanaian, irrespective of the person's position or the person's political affiliation, if the thing is wrong, it is wrong.
Okay.
If it's an ordinary person walking on the streets and, who is Andeta Kumi? Who is he? Was he a minister during Nanado's administration? Or was he a CEO during Nanado's administration? But we spoke against it. So it doesn't matter who the person is. For me, I've even been saying that, look, if you find me sitting here, Ebenezer Nati, being corrupt, that during my term of office as a member of parliament, I have done something which is wrong. I have embezzled my common fund in one way or the other, and you feel that you deal with me, it is better that you treat the money for me than me going through some of these things. Because me, personally, honestly, I don't fancy people being sentenced to prison. Because when you send a person,
you don't get the money back.
So there's no sense in it.
Yeah.
So for me, I always like, assuming indeed the allegation you're leveling against Wontumi is true, let him pay the money. And then go to his Ashanti region or where he's coming from, whether Busumtri or whatever village or town he's coming from, and go and build a very huge hospital and just right at the top. This is the hospital, this is the money that's Wontumi was stealing, and then this is the money that we have retrieved to do this. That would be better than to do what we are doing.
All right, so you...
Tell me which of the people doing NDC, MPP administration that has been jailed that they brought the money back.
Okay, so
and they come back.
It's not about the jail, it's about...
They will come back and enjoy the money.
All right, so talking about that, you can join us via Zoom very soon. We'll activate the Zoom line, and you at home can join us and also share your opinion. If you don't want to join us on Zoom, you can send your messages to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Now, when we speak about corruption, it looks like now we keep on seeing it's more of government officials, and so when Party A comes to power, Party A will fight Party B because, it's the corruption, it's within the opposition party. So then, is it right, Honourable, I'm going to ask you this question, is it right that we stop giving contracts to government officials or politically affiliated persons and rather give it to people who are non-partisan to prevent these things from happening? So if we go after the person who is non-partisan, we will not sit down and say it's witch hunting.
I don't know why we say that, because this person is a political person, so we don't need to give him or her a contract. Look, Rosalie, that's what I said, that look, in this country, everybody is a politician. All your cameramen standing there, they are all politicians. They are all, and
some wear, their party colours bold on their
all
shoulders.
of you wear your party colours. Do you want me to mention your party colours?
Me, I don't have a party.
You support Ukadonko. Yes, I know for a fact. You can't deny it.
I mean, I've said it on TV several times, but now she's passed away, so I don't have a party. But I was just...
And after she passed away, we were supporting Bernard Moore until he was disqualified. So after the disqualification, you decided to fold your hands not to support it.
Let me not support anybody anyway.
So you're also a politician.
No, but you see, the thing is, there are some people, like I said, they wear their party colours on their shoulders boldly, on their hats, on their head boldly. And so when we see them, we know who they are. We see you, we know who you are. You represent the NPP. If the NDC if they are in power now, okay, and they should find any wrongdoing by you, and they come for you, even though you are wrong, your party members will say it's witch hunting. But if this contract had been given to maybe a KMG, who he might vote for a party, but he doesn't wear his party colours boldly. And so when we give the contract to him and we see certain traces of corruption and we go for KMG, no party member will rally behind KMG.
Rosalie, my first word was just, but I agree perfectly with you that it should get to a point whereby we will desist from some of these contracts given to members of parliament, ministers of states, known figures in our political circle. And somebody will say, why do you say this? Because I made qualified for that contract. But because I'm known to be MPP, it will be given to you. Because maybe you are a financier of the party. So let's give it to him to finance the party. Meanwhile, the question that you need to ask ourselves, do I, that the contract is given to me, do I have the capacity to execute the jobs or not? There are certain people that I know that they are working, they have no idea, just like somebody who presented himself to John Mahama as a medical doctor. And President Mahama also accepted her. And she was so happy, she was so proud, even to post on her Facebook wall that she's so happy to be President Mahama personal.
With that one, you see, I will have to say this. As of now, we haven't heard from the president nor from anybody in the camp that is true. If you have anybody who can actually come out boldly and say, I'm a doctor, I attended Johns Hopkins University, and it comes out that it's false, if this person actually says, I am somebody's personal doctor, you ought to be very careful with the person's words, because this person has been bold enough to put on her social media platform that she attended Johns Hopkins University. She didn't hide it. It's on her page. Boom. So if such a person comes out to say, I am a personal doctor to the president, you can't just take the person's words and run with it.
On what basis was she given a position as a board member at the F Insurance?
She was given a position as a board member, but it doesn't mean every doctor that we see on there as a board member or every medical person we see is the president's personal medical doctor.
The people that have been given the appointment, did any of them, have you seen any post of them attributing their relationship with the president?
You are dealing with a liar. You are dealing with someone who is a liar.
So far as I'm concerned,
it's not you. I mean, we are all dealing with a liar.
I don't know her to be a liar.
You don't know, but you don't know her to be a liar?
No. What she knows is what she has told us. And I'm going by what...
So then you have to believe that she's a doctor. So why are you suing the TV station?
Rosalind, I'm talking about her personal.
Once you have believed one thing of hers, believe everything of hers. That's what I'm saying. If you believe one, believe all. You can't say, I believe this one and I don't believe this one. Believe all she has said.
So she's lying that she's not a personal doctor of the president.
I said once the person has lied that she even attended Johns Hopkins, she lied that she's a medical doctor, we cannot say that what she has said is true.
So she has not treated President John Mahama.
Have you been there?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
So we can't take her words because we have all realized that she's been lying. So why do we want to believe one?
When did the president evoke her appointment? As the board member?
It was just 2 days ago or yesterday.
So why can't the president, the same manner in which the appointment was revoked, why can't they come and tell us that, yes, the woman is not a personal doctor of the president?
You want that before you believe it? Okay.
Because other than that, people will ridicule the president, and also looking at the kind of people at the Council of State, the eminent people there, people will describe them with different kind of, how do you call it, names. A whole former president, that you have somebody who claimed to be a doctor and is not, and is taking care of a person, and you think that Felix Owusu-Kwakye cannot pick a pen and paper and write and tell us that all the things that the person is saying is not true? Is that what they are telling me? Within 24 hours, he cannot do that. He has taken them almost about 48 hours, and you say, I should not believe it.
So you believe?
Yes, until
you
they
believe
come
that one?
No, until they come and deny it. That no, it is never true that this woman is a personal doctor of the president when he was in opposition. I'll go by what the lady said.
Okay. Now, talking about that, we have Chris Dugan, who is a part of the NDC, joining us this morning. Good morning, Chris.
And today is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday.
Yes.
So before he leaves, you have to give us 2 show.
Who has to give you the 2 show, Chris?
He now speaks for NLA. Since they came to government, he stopped looking for me.
Oh, he's a very good friend of yours.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Chris, is it?
We used to go to Hot FM almost every afternoon.
Yes, he has been a former member of parliament and served in that office. Has there ever been a day that he remembered he has a friend? Anyway, it's good to remember good days and past when you are in opposition. And I'm happy my good friend here has remembered we've been together for long. And
So you have to remember him.
Yeah, I urge that we continue to remember ourselves and our past, even if we are in government or in opposition. We shouldn't remember when we are in opposition.
That's true.
Yeah, but trust me, I will remember him, and I will forever remember him.
That's good. Yeah. Honorable, he has said it live on TV, so you're good to go. Anyway, Chris, we are speaking about the picketing that happened at the EOCO office by the NPP minority in Parliament yesterday. Now, they will go back today because they are saying that the 50 million Ghana cedis bill that's been granted to Chairman Wontumi is outrageous and it should be reduced. What do you think about this amount of money?
I think, first and foremost, let me say good morning to our cherished viewers, yourself, your production team, and my very good friend here, and the good people of this country, and His Excellency, the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama. I think today President Mahama will continue his thank you tour in Buni region. And the people of Buni region welcome him, and they are grateful for his good works within these 4 to 5 months. My sister, you see, what the minority did yesterday, to me, I feel 3 things. I feel 3 things and I see 3 things in it.
Okay.
1 is hypocritical, is disgraceful, and it's unacceptable.
Why is it unacceptable?
Yes. They are members of Parliament. They are honorable members. They are lawmakers. Rule of law means law must operate. And as members of Parliament, they should know better. And they ought to know better.
But they're citizens as well.
Yes.
Yes, and so they can fight for their rights.
If you hear them, why were they there? What are the reasons why Wontumi was arrested? You see, you cannot bend the laws when it does not favor you.
But they are not fighting that Chairman Wontumi has been arrested.
So what
they are fighting the amount that has been put on him for the bill, which is the 50 million.
This is a fantastic question. Let me tell you. These are people who keep telling us that for them, they believe in rule of law, and they are the doyens of democracy. And we are made to believe that in NPP, even the messenger in NPP is a lawyer. And if you understand law, if you feel the bill that the EOCO gave is outrageous, that you said, what's your next step? What do? You go to court. EOCO, from EOCO to High Court, Supreme Court, Circuit Court, District Court, it just is stone throw. These are lawyers. That's why we are made to believe. What do you do if they give a bail? If you have a client that you feel that this bail they gave my client is outrageous, you try to sit with, to negotiate with the authorities, they are not understanding. Your next step is to go to court. They refuse to do that. They illegally want to block the road. My office is just not far from EOCO. You have no idea what I went through yesterday when I was leaving office. The kind of traffic that they cause. Don't you know it's unlawful to go and block road? If you want to have any program, a walk, or whatever you want to do, and you have to block road, you need to get permit from police.
What did the police do about it then?
That's why I'm saying that. We know they don't meant well. They just went there to distract the process, took laws into their hands, just waiting for police to react for them to get some unnecessary sympathy from the public. Meanwhile, the Ghanaians have not forgotten your 8-year terror.
What kind of terror are we talking about?
Wow. Were you not here in the past 8 years?
No, but you have to tell us. You're telling us.
People were shot. People were maimed. A member of parliament was assaulted.
So are you repeating?
At Iwasuwesogon. We are not repeating.
Okay.
The gentleman is going to was arrested on series of criminal offense. It has even nothing to do with political party.
But if you say...
He was arrested based on his personal dealings.
Yeah, but if you say we remember their 8 years of terror, then it's as though you want to, do what they...
I am referring to that because they cannot have any public sympathy because their 8 years of terror, Ghanaians have not forgotten. People were shot dead like criminals. 6 people gunned down in Techiman, just going out to exercise their civil right of voting. What happened? Did you hear President or the then Vice President comment about it? And these people were NDC members. Lives were taken. Did we see any NDC supporters going to burn ties or members of parliament going to sit illegally or lawfully block the road? Did you see us that way? That is law-abiding citizens.
There were a few burning of ties.
I am saying, did you see members of parliament blocking roads and sitting there?
So now you've corrected it.
This is disgraceful and it is shameful. No matter cries that there will be, the tears, I'm just reminding Ghanaians. I'm reminding them. That's why I'm bringing the 8 years of terror. Has anybody been shot? Has anybody been assaulted? They are lucky that they went there on lawfully blocked road. The NDC has not asked any security officer or any hoodlums to go assault and slap them as members of parliament. They should be thanking President Mama. Has any member of parliament been assaulted?
But you think the 50 million Ghana cedis bill is okay?
I'm not a lawyer. I don't claim to be one. I don't have that power to decide within the frame of law that whether the bill is outrageous or not.
So it's okay. You don't know.
Go to court and test it. If you don't understand, what are they doing? I am told even a messenger, a cleaner in their office is a lawyer. Why not told that if they say law, they are the law in this country?
They should go to court. All right.
They should go to court.
Okay. All right. Talking about...
If MPP do, these are people. You see, the hypocrisy of these people, the MPP, is legendary.
But you see, what we
you can't compare it to anything.
Aren't we just setting a certain precedence? Because, okay, you said, let's not forget about what happened 8 years ago. No, what happened within their 8 years tenure.
Yes.
Now, the NPP claims that the NDC is repeating what they did. That's the claim. That is witch hunting. Because let's just say, okay, the NDC during that time felt there was some sort of witch hunt. Now, the NDC is in power, and we are seeing something similar from the camp of the NDC. That's what they are saying. Now, they are also saying that you won't stay in power forever. And so when they come to power, they will make sure that they, do something similar or even worse. And so we are going to be seeing a repetition of this. And this is not what Ghanaians are looking for.
Let me give me 1 minute to answer your question.
Please go ahead.
You see, for MPPs to come out and say that, oh, we are retaliating. And I've heard their minority leader, Afenyo Makins, the day they were submitting their demonstration, they were submitting the speech to Deputy Chief of Staff for Operation, Honorable Sandogwe. He said, oh, you do me, I do you thing must come to an end. Have they now admit that they really did something to us? Are they ready to admit that indeed the 8-year rule, they did something to us? That was bad?
Okay.
If that is yes, look, let me tell you. The MPP, if they are saying that we are retaliating, President Mama is not the retaliating type. 2, our history is our evidence. We have known them better now. There is nothing they will come and do that we in NDC, it will shake us. And they are not even coming now. Their behavior in this country, their abysmal performance within the 8 years that the Ghanaians showed them that exit, they are not going near leadership position in this country any time soon.
Okay, but
so
you don't decide.
Look, they can do their worst.
Ghanaians decide, not...
I am saying that Ghanaians will decide based on the performance of President Mama.
Okay.
Today, the city is appreciating. The performance of President Mama will give us more than 8-year rule in this country.
All right.
They cannot do FOCO. It is about performing.
Okay, Chris.
It's about delivering. They cannot threat anybody who will take them through scrutiny. This is time of reckoning. A day of reckoning has come. My brother, just slow down, calm down. We just started.
The day of reckoning as in...
We told them that whatever they were doing...
The day of reckoning as in retaliation?
That is day of reckoning. This gentleman whose under detention now. All of you saw his behavior in this country.
Is that the reason why you're
going after
him? Are you going after him because
he has been charged? He's going through criminal offenses. That is why he's going through.
No, but
the Deputy Attorney General has come out to make mention why he was arrested.
Fantastic.
So that people cannot say, why was he arrested? Is it that?
Fantastic.
No.
But your words right now was that we all saw his arrogance. We saw how he was behaving.
He was not condemned.
Okay, fair
Were
enough.
you people bold enough? You in the media.
Fair enough.
For my good friend here, I know that for them he was doing in their favor.
All right.
He did gather that energy.
I just want to ask you this question. Is this the reason why you are going after Chairman Wontumi? With regards to your
No
words
one is going for him because of his arrogance. We could have gone after him when we came to power. The first week of NDC in government, we could have gone after him. We could have gone after him because we have whatever it is, because Ghanaians has endorsed us and given us the power. We have taken our time to do proper investigation.
But you said you just started.
Oh, it's just the beginning. He's going through, investigation. He's here to appear before court to face proper prosecution. So we've just started.
What are you?
They should slow down.
What are Ghanaians to expect from you, especially the NPP?
The Ghanaians should expect that there will be sanity, there will be respect of human rights. The rule of law means law must operate. President Mama is doing everything within the conference of the law. We are not doing anything outside the law. Ghanaians will not experience an error that Ghanaians going out to just exercise their civic right to vote for whoever they like, whether MPP or NDC, people will come out and shoot them like criminals. That will not happen. That is outside the law.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Honorable Ebenezer Nate, they said they just started.
So you can see that what I said from the beginning, that there's a clear political motivated agenda. It's been confirmed by Chris. It's been confirmed by him. That this is not for them to indeed retrieve, as they have alleged, or to deal with him when it comes to their so-called illegal mining issue. But it is clearly motivated politically. But I don't know whether Chris was in this country in 2020 after the election. He said what the minority did is not right. Did you see the minority burn a tie? No. But we're in this country.
Which minority are you talking about?
The current minority.
Yes, yesterday some people burned
Did you
ties.
see them burning the tie?
I'm not saying them, but there were MPP people that burned ties, yes.
We're in this country where Atu Forsen, who is now the Minister for Finance, deceived members of Parliament and told them to follow him to the EC office. They burned ties in front of them. The main road, they marched from the Parliament House to the EC's office.
Was it the minority that bent it or the party members?
So this one wasn't the minority who bent it?
No, so I asked a question.
No, this one wasn't the minority who bent it.
You see, I said party members.
So this one, was it the minority who bent it?
I said it's party
so when he said we bent, the minority who bent the tie, you should have asked him the same question.
I said party members. We all
He never said party members.
Okay.
He said the minority bent tie.
Continue.
So can I also say that Atu sent Aruna to go and buy petrol and ask Adongo and Babayu Madam to go and bring tie to come and bend in front of the EC office? Can I also say the same thing? Can I also say the same thing? So if you are in this country, maybe at that time my brother is not here, but I just want to remind him the kind of things that the minority at that time did in this country. We're in this country. The people went on demonstration in their government when they were in power. The kind of brutality people went through when they went on demonstrations. Tell me, what happened to them? So just as I said, look, and as I told you that a friend was telling me, that, look, what is happening today? If care is not taken, it is going to be an agenda setting all the time. If there's a change of government, we go after you. Because, Rosalind, I've given you countless accounts of people who are MPP members and the kind of arrests that this government have made against them. And I've just given one example, who is not even a political strong figure, Adenta Kumi. Just like me and you, who come on radio and social media and all those things. Fine, maybe you can say maybe I've been a former member of parliament. So, but that you find to go to AMA or come to my assembly and go and see whether during my term of office, whether my common fund or my education fund, you can go. I can even give the document about it. Because me, I always tell people, I know where I'm coming from. So if I'm doing something, I make sure that I have every information, every document to exonerate myself. But today, what are we seeing? Somebody was sleeping, in fact, he was not even in the country. Then people just went into his house, went to the bedroom, scanned things in the room, all in the name of searching the person. Meanwhile, the person is not there. Even at the time, the person who led them went there was not given an appointment. Then 2-3 days time, they say, we have given the person an appointment. What kind of lawlessness are we living in this country? And we say that all is, because it is politics. Oh, fine. I agree with Chris. It's just the beginning. We are preparing ourselves for them. He said it's just the beginning. He said, that's what he's making me understand. Which I agree with him. But I just want to let me understand. There's a proverb in Akan.
Okay. Now, Embrace Nikaso, I have a lot of people on Zoom. I'll pick you very soon. Give me just like 2 minutes, and then I'll pick my Zoomers. I know you a lot. Just exercise patience for me. I'll come to you pretty shortly. How many minutes, producer, should we go on Zoom? In 2 minutes, I'm coming on Zoom and answering all my Zoomers. You all have 1 minute to make your submission. Chris came in late, so I have to let him make a submission, and then I can come on Zoom. Yes, Chris.
You see, my good friend here tried to make reference to Atufosin going to EC, and for that matter, is a point to refer to. I think this pedestrian propaganda must stop, and we are above that. Whatever he's saying here is fabricated and concocted by him. He has no facts, he has no any shred of evidence to back it. And I put it to him, and I set it on record here. No member of parliament of NDC has gone to unlawfully block the road or sit down to disgracefully sit in front of a state institution that they are doing their legitimate work. It has never happened under your 8 years. The disaster that you call government. Oh, please. Did you see any NDC MP?
Do you know what they did?
We didn't go to sit there. I challenge you, and I said I challenge you. You are a journalist.
Chris, you were not in the country.
Wait.
You were not in the country then.
He's making a submission. Let him make it.
I am saying that no member of parliament
sat.
Okay,
but they walked there.
Why? Demonstration has been part of our democracy. Yes. Walking there is a demonstration. When you walk to demonstrate, to show your displeasure, what is wrong with that? That is part of the democracy. They didn't shamefully go to sit. Elderly people, honorable members, sitting lawfully blocking the road. Is that the reference you have to make when you don't even have facts about that? Look, my sister, there is no amount of empty threats that these people will show to us and to deter us from doing the right thing.
Okay, so what you're doing?
I sitting here, look, say NDC people, they go into people's homes and search. We are being charitable to you. That they come to just search and they don't put your wife and children into trauma. They don't. Me sitting here, my vehicle, I woke up in the morning, I can mention his name. That young man's name is Jordan, with a team. His name is Jordan. That's why everybody knows him to be. But he's called Yakubu. The hoodlums who went to Ayuas West were gone, he was part.
He came to vandalize.
They took my car. I chased them up to Achimota Police. And first Mama administration, I wasn't a minister. I wasn't a deputy minister. In fact, I wasn't a government appointee. I was just a personal assistant to a deputy chief of staff. You have no idea what we want to. That's why I'm saying that. The records that you set, if you want to treat you people the way you treated us for the past 8 years, some of you cannot live in this country for just 1 month. But I will not support that. I will not endorse that. You understand?
Endorse that.
But what I'm saying is that rule of law means law must operate.
Okay.
Tell me if any law has been broken.
All right.
The arrest of Wontumi, detaining him up to date. Has any law been broken? And if the law is broken, go to court. Well, you know the people who are shouting out to go to court. Go to court.
Okay.
And stop worrying us. We are focused.
Let me pick some Zoomers now. My Zoomers, it's time for you to also make your submission. Because of time, we'll let you make 1 minute submission. Please, let's stick to the topic and make our submissions within a minute. So, Nab, good morning. Hello, Nab.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, how are you?
Yeah, Rosalind, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm great. Hope everything is fine.
I'm doing well. Please go ahead and make your submission.
Okay, so straightforward. Let me say that what this current government is doing, the witch hunting, is just too much. It's as if that is they are always preoccupied with this kind of witch hunting. That is really not fair. They should also know that definitely it will get to our time that we will also reciprocate this gesture. However sweet it is, they will also taste it. So they should be mindful about how they are treating our MPP appointee or the previous appointees.
All right.
So that said, let me say my heartfelt condolences to Nadine Kesewa Apiedu of Kasua, your beloved father, Stephen Ofosu Hene Apiedu, has gone to be with the Lord. And I pray that God to comfort you in this difficult time of your life. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Who is our next person?
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. This is Christian calling from Sandema.
All right, Christian, speak to us.
Yes, I think we thank God that we are now seeing the arrogance of the NDC. They are not displaying their arrogance. Just listening from your panel, you can see it. And we warned Ghanaians. We told Ghanaians that NDC is arrogant party. Their party, you promised Ghanaians that if you come, 24-hour economy, women's bank, all those things, symbolic. You have not done anything. You're going around arresting Wontumi for doing what? Wontumi was never a government appointee. You see, they are just trying to divert attention of Ghanaians from the $20 million that the vice president used private luxurious jet to this country. A taxpayer's money that can use to construct so many kilometers of roads. It is a diversionary tactics they are doing, and we Ghanaians will know. And they will soon see what Ghanaians will do to them in 2028 coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And our next Zuma. Hello?
Hi.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good, Faker. Please go ahead and make your point.
Listening to you and your panelists, and I think that the issue of this Wontumi case, I think is one of the episodes of a political series movie that these political actors have been acting for a while now. And I think that the better they stop it, the earlier they stop it, the better for all of us. It's not favoring any of us. Because nobody is against a prosecution of an individual if actually crime has been committed. But bail conditions are not part of the justice delivery in this country. And I've never seen that happen. You have called somebody for interrogation. That's it. You have arrested the person and you are able to interrogate. What it means is that you are looking for information relevant to your case. When you have gotten that information, you don't use the bail condition to unjustly punish the person. It's not done anywhere in a civilized society. And I think that the people that we even spoke with them and stood their back when they were in position against some of these things, they are the same people doing it, and I wonder where the principles lie. And we think that one is better, and when you change, you will see similar things happening. So what is now the change for? So I wonder why we should continue in this tangent and chasing political opponents at all costs, just trying to find something to hang on their neck. Bail condition has never been the the source of justice.
All right.
To be safe.
All right, Jacob.
We should behave civilized somehow.
All right, thank you very much, Jacob. All right, Master Planner, good morning. Unmute yourself, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, Master Planner. Talk to us.
First of all, let me say a special good morning to my senior, Ebenezer Gilbert Nina Noti. He's really doing a fantastic job. Anytime I see him on set, I become happy. He speaks with data, facts and figures actually. God bless you, senior.
Thank you.
The fact of the matter is that this is not why we voted for the NDC. The intimidation of opposition members is becoming one too many. You are accusing Chairman Wontumi of money laundering and stuff, causing financial state. Look at what this former Minister for Work and Housing, the amount of money you took from the public purse to go and construct housing, the affordable housing, over $200 million. Where are the houses? These people, where are they? Where are the national security and EOCO are not inviting them? They were in court, but President Muhammad cleared them. We have so many instances. Where is the former Maslog CEO? She has run away woman. Go and call her EOCO. That is what you should be doing. Chairman Wontumi, no court has accused him of stealing. One of the most funniest things is that they are saying money laundering. Since when has EOCO become people who chase people to collect loan? They are taking loan from one of the facilities, and EOCO is chasing.
All right,
now,
Master Planner. Master Planner, unfortunately, because of time, we have to cut you. And so thank you so much for joining us. We go to Akisme. Remember that you have 1 minute because we have so many people on Zoom waiting to speak as well. So 1 minute, stick to your point, please. Akisme, good morning.
Commander Fari, good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well, and you, please?
We are doing well as well. Please talk to us.
Thank you. Let me send my regards to the CEO of AAA Drinking Water, Master J. Inses Ifbekwai. Commander Fari, my question is, who is Wontumi? Because Wontumi talk as if Ghana owing him. Because his arrogance, the respectful talk anyhow. And it's not that matter, that is why they arrest him. Because they say that it's money laundering. So my question, yesterday I saw the MPs, a whole MPs, sitting down on the floor. I just laughed because I have never seen them before. You see, when they bring something, even when they say bail condition, and if you don't understand it, why don't you go to court? Because I thought when people say they have big lawyers like Afenyomakia and Nanabi, so why don't you go to court? So my question is, they say that Ghanaians, you are corrupt, and John Mahama, the Messiah, is fighting against corruption. They say MPP too, they don't want the Mahama and the EOCO to do their work. So what is wrong with some of the MPP? My question is, even the most of the MPP are annoying for what the MPs are doing. Because most of MPP do not agree of what Chairman Wontumi is doing. I quite remember Chairman Wontumi said, MPP, come, stand up, oh, come and take me, oh, but you go there and sit down. It's not say that, go and sit down. It's
okay,
stand up.
Thank you very much, Akisme. Thank you so much for joining us. We are grateful. We go on to Nalika. Nalika, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Great. Talk to us.
Yes, I am talking to you from Tamale.
Okay.
In fact, if you listen to what one of your host is saying, Chris, you see, in Ghana, there is one thing that we all need to know. One thing I love about the MPP is that they are very good in criticizing any government that comes to office, or the NDC. In opposition, they are very smart. You see, what they are doing to Wontumi is not about the law. It is just accountability. And we all know the terms of bail. If you know the bail they have given to him is too much, why don't you go to court like the way you did to the SkyTrain issue? Just go to court and then the court will trash it out for you. But with what they are doing, Ghanaians are watching. Let's come together and make sure that we have a better state. Wontumi is never above the law. Wontumi, there's a lot of allegations against him. Allow EOCO, NIB to do their investigations so that the state will move on. And what the NDC is doing, I support them 100%. So that in case tomorrow another party take over office, the same thing will apply and there will be accountability. We, the youth, are watching closely.
All right.
We are watching closely.
All right.
We want the state to keep moving.
Okay, Nalika, thank you so much for joining us. Taluta, good morning.
Good morning, sis.
I hope you're well.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Fantastic. Go ahead and make your submission, please.
Yeah, what the minority is doing is giving credence to the fact that actually they do not believe in the rule of law. Because if you look at it, when they were in power and Gabagwin was taking any decision, especially with the 4 MPP members that defected to contest as independent candidates, even before Speaker could take a decision, Abenyo Markin went to court to stop him. And any time they go to court and win, then they will say that the NDC are crying because they do not have lawyers to stand in the court and then defend their cases. And so everything they will say that we should go to court. So it is now funny that those people that have been crying, go to court, are now sitting on the road, blocking the road. So if the bail conditions are, let's say, draconian, what do? You just go to court and vary the bail conditions. Just recently, they have varied bail conditions for Dugan. So why are they blocking the road now? So Abenyo Markin's behavior and the MPP's minority behavior is giving credence to the fact that surely Chief Justice Tukono must go, because they used to have somebody in the court, they believe that anytime they carry a case and then they go to court, they will succeed. And now the person is not more there and they cannot get the kind of skilled justice that they have been getting. Now they believe that now we need to block the roads and then do things the way we want. And then this is not how a government should be run.
All right, Talita.
They should just respect the law, follow the law, and then do what is right. They should go to court and then get the bill condition.
Thank you so very much. Thank you for joining us. Amwabe Movic, good morning.
Good morning, Rosalie. How are you?
I'm good. Hope you're well too.
I'm doing great. Greetings to your listeners and watchers.
Thank you so much.
You see, we in Ghana, we are watching what's going on. And I bet you 2028, MPP can never cross 40 MPs in parliament. Because Wontumi is not a parliamentarian. He's just a simple chairman of Ashanti region who have gone to Edu Bank. Today, MPP can never cross 40 MPs. Nothing of that sort was done. He also had a road contract in the Western region to construct road, whereby $54 million were paid to him with no job done. That money was paid to him just after the elections, 2024 elections. And we see these minority MPs going to sit on the streets in support of them. Whom do they think they are cursing? They are cursing themselves. That's why Ghanaians will give them less than 40 MPs. Because I don't see any use in this thing. If you think that the bail term, because bail terms are on condition, we will look at the value or the worth of the case and we'll pay the bill. So if you think that upon all to me showing us gold bars on live TV and no MPP MP because of his character and behavior and supporting with property worth 50 million, then I bet you differ. MPP is really, it's a very shameless party. They don't talk the truth. They hate accountability. They hate proper governance.
All right,
and look at what the
FPP
man is saying over there.
All right.
This is not retaliation, though. Okay. If you are a witch, we will hunt you.
All right.
And we support.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do have a fantastic time. Thank you. Unfortunately, because of time, we can't pick everybody who is waiting on Zoom. We have so many of you on Zoom. I can hear some of you making your sound. We plead with you. Next week, Friday, we'll try as much as possible to pick as many as we can. And join us early so that we can pick you early, okay? And so thank you, unfortunately, because I have studio audience that I have to, or studio, my guests here, that I have to come back into the studio to have a conversation with them. Honorable Ebenezer, it looks like, dear Zoomers, unfortunately, thank you so much. And so, Honorable Ebenezer, it looks like some people are not too happy with this picketing. They feel it's just not right as members of parliament to picket. Go to court, they say. Why is the MPP not going to court?
Why didn't the NDC went to court when they said they felt that they have won the election?
Which one?
The 2020.
The 2020
Yes.
elections.
Maybe you
went to court after you have done that lawless things. So you will not tell us what you said that you have a prerogative right. It's on our rights. If I decided to go and basically you can't tell me that I shouldn't do it. It's our right. If we have to go to court, we'll go to court. But if we feel that, look, the right thing is not being done because there's a political motivated appointed person sitting at EOCO and it's an agenda, and then what do you expect? Because for me, Rosalind, as I said, I am not against asking Wontumi if there's anything that you felt that he has done against this country. But when you make it so political, which is clear, and my brother Chris has confirmed that it is an agenda.
What would you have said is not political if they had done?
If you do the right thing, it's not political.
Which one is the right
Which
thing?
one is that you give the person a bill which you believe that... Because, look, I've listened to a lot of people. Well, like, in fact, this morning, I said, I listened to the NDC MP for Kwesi Mintim. He said, this is not fair because if you tell the person to pay 50 million, I will not be surprised if maybe you tell me that, oh, Chris doesn't have 50 million to go and do the bill. But here's the case, the person, apart from that, have properties, have companies, have equipment, and you invited the person for the first time. The person has come, then you surround the person with another 4 group of people to come and arrest him, which you know for a fact that what you are doing is not right. But I don't blame him. Me, as I said, he himself has confirmed. It's political. It is not about they find the substance of the issue. It is just because let's cripple him, let's give an opportunity for our own to do his mining. We know what is going on. We are politicians. We talk to each other. We have friends in NDC. MVDC have friends in MPP. We know all the political agendas.
So the political agenda is
please.
to get him out of the mining sector and let an NDC...
I say, I know, we all know what is going on.
Okay.
Because somebody's friend is somebody's friend.
Okay.
Your friend might be my friend, but you might not know.
So what if they genuinely find him guilty of certain fraudulent
If they
acts?
find him guilty genuinely, he should be dealt according to the law.
Okay.
I'm not against it.
Right.
Because it's not about the law.
But you and I don't know what kind of information they have with regards to their investigation.
So they should bring those information.
All right.
You just say, oh, he's a money laundry. Bring the evidence. You just said, oh, he has been given contracts. He has not executed. Bring the evidence. You said he's doing mining in water bodies. Meanwhile, I have no license. Bring the evidence. If you bring this evidence, I'll be convinced that yes, indeed, per what you have put on the table, he's guilty. Deal with him according to the law.
Okay.
But don't be using politics.
Okay. So
I'm expecting John Mahama and the NDC today to instruct for the arrest of the woman that she appointed. That's what I was expecting from John Mahama. That is what I'll see that yes, indeed, President John Mahama is credible. If President Mahama today call for the arrest of the woman, that he's her personal doctor, his personal doctor.
Arrest as in what she did?
For producing a fake and sitting on TV and also taking care of him. He should arrest him.
You don't have proof that he took care of her.
Am I the one who said it? Am I the one saying it?
But you are saying she's fake doctor.
Oh.
So why didn't you believe that she went to Johns Hopkins? You don't believe that one?
Rosalind, why are you defending her?
You don't believe that she went to Johns Hopkins, but you believe that she's a personal doctor to the president.
Rosalind, why are you defending? Am I the one who said?
I'm just asking questions. I'm not defending anybody.
No, am I the one saying it?
Relevant questions. Like, if you are believing one, believe all.
So she didn't take care of President Mahama?
I didn't say that. I said that if you are believing one, believe all.
Okay, fine.
I will say that as a journalist until I have proof that she did. I can't say that she did or she didn't.
No, that one has been proved that it is not true.
Which one?
The certificate that he claims she has.
Okay.
It has been proved that it is not true.
Right.
So this one too need to be proved.
Okay.
That yes, indeed,
she never take care of John Mahama.
Okay.
That's one thing need to be proved.
Okay, let me read a few messages on Facebook. Daniel Peregrino Brima says, if you throw a ball up to the wall, it comes back to you. Today is Wontumi and the NPP, and tomorrow let the NDC know that it will be them. Let's all protect the democracy we all fought for. Power will not always be with you and be in your possession. Asoko Michael Kumsen Staga says, what a disgraceful act of MPs dishonoring themselves by sitting on the floor. I expect them to do this in solidarity for pupils without seats in their, who don't have seats in their classrooms. Instead, they are doing it for a jail candidate. Funny people. Aaron Beba Kokokomisa says, good morning to you. Transparency is essential in any democratic society. It allows citizens to hold their leaders accountable and ensures that decisions are made in the best interest of the people. When leaders operate in secret or make decisions behind closed doors, it erodes trust and can lead to corruption. By prioritizing transparency, the current political administration can build trust with the Ghanaian people and demonstrate a commitment to open and honest governance. Thank you. Sarah Paul, is it Paul Magrata? Okay, I hope I got your name right. Please forgive me. Good morning, Rosalind. The question you, the media, are not asking is this: minimal minority MPs that does the EOCO, then you demand a strict answer from them. For them not going to Parliament is a very good because its inputs. I'm struggling to read your English, my darling. Robert Youngson says, Rosalind, good morning. Please, what is wrong with the micro-minority? What they are doing, it will not hold waters. And see, Afenyo, I don't know whether he is chanting or not. Keep coast. Okay. Kobe Felix says they are doing all this for Wontumi not to mention their name. If they bail them, Ghanaians too, we will do demonstration. Hey, you do demonstration if Wontumi is billed. Wow. Princess Tina says they should sell their boss Nanado. In addition, maybe they will reach the target amount. Young Sage says, so the NPP people know this, but when they were in power, they were acting like evil spirits. Tete Moses Dixon says, because they have nothing to contribute to develop the nation at the parliament, they decided to come out for the public to see them. Kobe Felix says, the president has done nothing. Please keep in mind, Wontumi has offended the law, so he must be punished by the law. Yahaya Zakaria says, I'm watching you live in Bimbala. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Sorry. Emil Smith says, EOCO boss doing the best. Raphael T-Boy says, NPP will suffer for 40-something years. It is long overdue. Priscilla says, good morning. I'm watching you live from Mosu. Thank you all so much for sending your messages to us. Chris, I come to you. You say it's not witch hunt.
Is he?
You say it is.
My dear.
Yes.
Nobody is witch hunting anybody. But if you are a witch, who hunt you? If he's a witch, trust me, will hunt him. So those who are witches, the MPP witches, who are crying today, witch hunt, then they should prepare that we are coming to witch hunt them. If you are not a witch, no one will witch hunt you. You see, there is no amount of these empty threats, the misbehavior of the MPP minority, the 88 MPs and their supporters, that would deter us from doing the right thing. They cannot, and they don't even have what it is to stand our way if we are calling in for probity and accountability. They can't stand on our way. Over 55% of the Ghanaian people have given us the power to manage and retrieve and clean their mess and retrieve what they've looted. And when President Mahama was campaigning, he said what? We will have an operation to retrieve the loot. We said it in opposition. The loot, we will retrieve it.
So is it that you're going to jail or you're going to retrieve the monies and let these people go?
Look.
Which is which?
That's why I'm saying that the masters of the law will determine what is fit for the people of this country. For the over for 1 million of people who agree with us. So, look, yesterday, I watched some of the videos. One of their clowns was misbehaving, even threatening to kill people, kill EOCO officials. I believe you saw it. These are people who want Ghanaians to give them opportunity again. They are nation wreckers and nothing else. Why? Somebody is being investigated of series of criminal offense.
I saw this video and it's quite disturbing. I don't know what the police will do about it. I saw a video of a young man, yes.
That's Coca, MPP supporter. Threatening will kill you, showing how they will slaughter the officials. Have you experienced this? These are people, reckless people, lawless people.
I don't know what the police will do.
And they want us to entertain this. But my dear, you know what? All those things are their tricks. We know them for long. They are tricks, they are empty threats. They cannot stand our way when we are ready to prosecute them based on law. They cannot do it. If this threat can let them get Wontumi out, why is it still there? These are tricks. We know them. Look, President Mama is focused. The NDC, we are focused. We have a mandate. We owe it a responsibility to deliver. What the Ghanaian people and citizens experienced in the past 8 years of disaster, we are correcting it. We are correcting the wrongs.
All right.
That is where our focus is. But however, our focus is to make sure that the amount of money you were paying from Achimota to Circle in 2024, today it should be lesser. And indeed it's lesser.
People are calling for price of kinky.
Don't worry. Okay. Don't worry. We are going out all day. President Mama focus is that the amount of money that a taxi driver will use to buy a liter of fuel 2024 should be lesser today, and it is happening. The amount of money you carry from your bedroom and go to a forest bureau or black market to change to dollar should be reduced. Our CD must appreciate. That is the focus of President Mama we are doing. But that doesn't mean that we will not witch hunt the witches. The witches, we must hunt them. Right. If we don't hunt the witches, we cannot live in a society with witches.
Okay.
So if I witch, will hunt you.
Okay, Chris.
Wontumi, arrest. It is lawful arrest. He claimed to be sick. We sent him to hospital, being treated by taxpayers' money. The taxpayers that he went around destroying water bodies. And this arrest is not even about his illegalities of mining. It is about what? Fraud and money laundering. And he asked of evidence. Really, you want evidence? You will get that. Is why we are doing investigation. You do not ask for evidence in the middle of investigation. That is, you see, I understand why you guys are misbehaving because you simply don't understand law. You say law, you don't know law.
Okay, thank you very much.
You must not go to Macaulay to understand law. Right. It's common sense.
Okay, unfortunately.
We are doing investigation to unravel all the tricks.
All right.
And put the evidence on board that come and see Philly Gadochi.
All right.
That is not done.
Thank you.
Jump in the middle of investigation, you are asking for what?
To the people who knows law,
we will hunt.
Who doesn't have
once you are
evidence,
witches.
can just
witches,
arrest
all right, gentlemen.
We will hunt everyone.
So your law that you know is this.
Any witch.
That is the law that you don't know.
All right. So gentlemen,
that is the law that that is why you. If that's the law that you know, that's why you appoint people who doesn't have certificates.
I want to say a very big.
That's why you. That is why you appoint people who don't have certificates. That is the law that you know.
Thank you.
This is the law that you know. That's why you appoint people who doesn't have any certificates.
You and your people, most of you investigate your.
You don't have certificates.
I say you and your people.
A whole personal doctor of the president. He has a
certificate. A good number of you.
A whole
personal doctor of the
president. A whole personal doctor of the president is a fake doctor.
A good number of you
and your people. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you, Chris, and thank you, Ebenezer.
I'm saying that.
A whole medical doctor, a personal doctor of the president is having a
good number of you.
Newsflash was brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, fun papa fie.